say obi a ben or say ya ojire say ya ba say ya unue bi na more that good relationship no na even ga only need good relationship because
so good the influence now time for close
yes enti ya
ma men ko Facebook na ye nuanu bi we hye bobie ansa shedding na yenkin kan kakra afi na won so wadwoni ya Accra FM ni kwamna bobie ansa Commander Boham ye ne maame na wotwedan ekoso ne ewo tunsuom ahimfi aboboa no wasantemampo ye 12 pm ya na ye tenase ye betu apo se no si abremo ubetimi abe we no well na wama no shedding Bernard Eche say the feeling is bad, you won't even believe, but it has happened. Ono chere say obi bi wa Ujaba Gabaski or say Commander Boham, my condolences to you. Kakra Bedi or say condolences to you Bobie. Benny Joyce, my condolences to you Commander 1. Richard Dwagbo, I express my condolences to Commander Boham, wishing him watching you from Annette Junction Sprinters. Benny Joyce, rest well ma. Esther Majambe, my deepest condolences to Commander and the entire family. Rest in peace. We love you. Stellenio Nam, condolences, big bro. Emily Ankra, Commander, my condolences. Why? May you be strengthened in this your difficult time. Jenada Kwali, my sincere and deepest condolences. Kwabena Bubi answer. Evelyn Building, Amisa, condolences. Samuel Blanson, Captain, have our sympathy. Nana Kofi Ahim, with the Mamen Kankakrana. I say, my condolences to you, Chairman Bubi Ansa. Commander Boham, greetings from our Chairman. Take heart. Piaga, I say, I love Nanado and MPP. Ajua Bewa, I say, so sorry, my brother. Condolences to you and your family. Ujaba, I say, may Almighty God strengthen you and protect you and the family. Much rodo. One throw the abra Facebook, never throw na Commander Boham who say, Sir Owado 4. Chumua Miriam Channel, say, my deepest condolences to you and your family, Commander Boham. Wise man Castro, Commander Boham, take heart, I sympathize with you. Ajaben Michel, was my deepest condolences to Commander Boham and the entire family. Mubarak, Malaka Mohammed, great man, take heart. Edward Benedict Marty, so my condolences to Commander Boham. Okay. So I'll come and read the other messages. But the message Maya ubeti me that the about Kwame, my memory na isia na nya de ubokrata. Bes as ye pemo frana sem. And yes wa we jino. Na kazi we jino. Na watch ntwam. This akwam kwa je say ebusu friend da be nie. Do sabre na che say mo avrim pa asefem sempa. Omo bi enu said say ye Christopher ye wo gidi say debi ye besi ahia. All right, Kwame, yemi enkomo say empanyinfo say bita frache say de kudonto yesu kura ye den ye jai him enti ene ya badwuma die na che say okwa bia so ye beye adwuma de obom krata hodro na ye badwa so na poso it say enanya afi ne ye ba be news translation ye nkan paper bia ye moboso de na ba e say Ghana fu tie ye hu say abre but on Facebook aya na wa share amai you can still come and wish Bobi answer well Kwame.
Yeah, Oko Daily Graphic, I'll say 2 stadiums open for African Games. So, name say African Games Basso.
Badi Basso, name Messi a can the African Games operational expenses in quite 48 million cedis. Menka, you know, operational expenses. Hey, Kroma.
City for young Dika Moma Basso.
Okay.
Sa Akoso Mo.
Yeah, still, you know.
Ana almost 69 the amount yenuanom akosomfo na o share the amount involved in down omusina na say ye the mass government in here about times 3.
That's right.
And now times 10.
Okay.
Because the urgent 10%.
So obedi kate no answer.
Obedi kate. Nti ebe do the main contractor honom.
Let's get answer.
Na sikeni na asa.
Nti na say to the benya contractors na say blame mu.
No.
Sko munya ye no. Ho djuma no mai.
Because the government ma contractor before over the last person a contract might be doing same. Na afa nipa 10 same. From Jubilee House. For you know kra no. Obi kra na akwakoje contract. And I make up from Jubilee House right to the minister. Ebeba to
now cannot just say free Jubilee House na ya award the contract no ama wo kwame kwache bia wo nye ru contractor ba wo company nya contract no nti afi na wo so beton contract no ama me
yes
nti wo tom to da ko a wahu na je say percentage ni bekum ba ansa na beton ama me no na je say bia minister no age ne 10 presidency na age ne 10 na beduro na kaze
nti sa winning na akoso no ebedu we say me also the bema main contractor no be adwuma
yeah
our site no
that's right
no so what you move 50% of that amount it will say is it that the work will not go on well
yeah
another materials don't be used to that adwuma no any materials papa
okay
and answer didn't be delay
into African Games in Basso.
Basso.
Never bad idea.
It's almost Messi stadium. My young kind chum said,
yeah.
So we I can't say we University Stadium.
Yeah, University of Ghana.
Yeah, University of Ghana. And then another ni see.
Oh, there be no say University of Ghana. They Legon there. Now you cry. Starting your new. Yes. You go 2 years. That's 2 months. I'm starting school in your name. The abuse in the sisters, you know. But I'll be sure. Then you go for the same university. Yes, Legon for there.
Well, so say then you government there.
There be a school in there.
Okay.
Until the University of Ghana Stadium. The Ghana of Ghana when was
about me Kubiano. Why are there? By
send you on your vice president.
Yes,
it's a ceremonial person.
And you we are taught Senaka on me by T Kufonum Jomama.
Nifemono.
Yes.
Nifemono, that's uncommon invite to be. Also, Krumano. You need politics in you. You need politics. It's a story, baby.
Yes, a hand. No.
And they were Juma Yapa, paying for Bassa. Bama, Juma Yafro, yeah. It's
a spectator, no swam. That's Nana Kwame Bidiako. Sites for poverty. Yeah, shut up.
Okay.
Site for poverty makes him cry. Nah, I say.
Na you near the group near the
New Force.
New Force.
I say, me seen one of the interview. He say, at the age of, is at the age of 11 or 12 years, no free, Kumasi man crying.
11 years.
Yeah.
Obey then.
Now, if you want to meet you, say, or I think no ton scraps or abuchi.
Yeah. Yes. Was it scraps? No kind of money in the first $1 million.
Yes.
Yeah. Scrap is come. Yes. You see, I'm never scrap the less.
Yes. But
I don't say scrap for now. What's oh jai nam me ton so na benyeska. Was oh na me ton atwo na benyeska. Obi aton atwo. Oh, emfifi ho no. Yen kan tell me see you.
So we say Obi say the 30 city. Obi say the 3 million.
Na scraps and crofo ton okuruma. Ebia no dey any difference. Any dey any broche scraps. But he's a fine gentleman.
Of course.
I love me penny vim ne send you tie no. But let's speak to a seminar kind Kwame. Yentimi brushing aside.
Oh, so I'll say
the site of poverty.
Yes, who say onyan kasa
he makes sense with that.
Onya ye beyi, onya ye
that be onya ho den sin beyi Kwame.
Yes.
And onya kwa ho den sin bro Sam.
Because senior when ohotchero ana ehia ewo sika fem
ahotchero enye
and I say ohotchero a odana bofra
ahotchero enye
yes so I pray say wa utie no
ahotchero enye
ma ahotchero bi
because
ahotchero ade a enye
kwa me mo papa we din engu na nim ase ba me bo ahye na onyam eye Reverend Edward Akwesi Boatin.
Okay
your boy ade a me pe nyina ade a me pe nyina ono so na bo entie o se eni atisem hunu echi
yeah
won say nansan issues bi aba e kire se bi papa ko from kakra enu po de se abrabo de efro ene esane na o hwe situation na hwe se ne bi mo kan se bitafra che aye bi mo dwen se e bia wo tena mu a anetui because se bi enya ho kire anka ugiri se ye wurei obi oso no 17 cars de ne yire mu kwa abroche ni ade ne ho akire no anka obeba TV so say bia oba beka sensemi eti ho kire de kwam enye egu ni pene mu ase
I won't share. But unim me have issue with them yen celebrities now say omo chiro mo na fi adane say omo a business car or public
I don't know you have problem with
yes,
them.
have issues currently e bi di there na dey be di no what's some boy bi no but when they go into poverty when be trauma then they'll come back to us say they I may agree with you on one leg because they are saving culture but Kwame tiadi meba Jenia we Mauritia
Budon
yes some artists say amount for your contribution at the man share Mauritia lifestyle na fa compare well me aba aja bintu lifestyle I think Emrana Mauritia jina na so na okoba no say yes obusi bibia e kama the same lifestyle na aja bintu mebwa nti ene se nipa ne ntimi anse wi yen ka se bibi nsi o na nipa ne ntimi ye hu so oboa society oboa nyanka oboa mo a homo kire o na ne hu okwa ho kire mu a what people will be asking say emra na udaka kesie mu na uko Dubai u twetwe twamfoni e de cheche eyi sabe oto che se sika ni na o de ye den So we are telling our celebrities say
but
emra omujino mna na bibia cause na amafo helium no. They should make sure say omebo society. They should make sure say ombe save. Say be amoso kwa anwuchire mu a amafo be kai.
Okay, I stand for correction. But kwa maybe me say krom ha and omem ha. Your collection agencies. Collection agencies here nkrofo bi a wamuje royalties, ema especially celebrities. Into for instance, so for instance Gamru, wamuje ma anyom to for. Copy Ghana, wamuje ma wonu a etro ehoma. Ana binim say aso konso na ejema audiovisual for there. I don't know wamudin.
But
kwamba bisa say won royalties no sen anetie. Because oko amanonia kwam obi timi bo enwom ever say ba ko bienu bi omo nwum biem obedi de ho a. But we have celebrities at in Ghana or better say oh afemu no nyina ni agamro di ma me 50 Ghana cedis.
Sina I say no
because sometimes you cannot blame them.
No bisa say our system, our structures in you can say property copyright we it saying. And then my bonchum and you na my radio stations there. How many radio stations do they log in HSA? And then my bonchum 10, and then my bonchum 20, and then these are the kind of songs that me boy. How many radio stations? And bisa say hotels, pubs, radio stations, and they care kahono. Do they pay royalties? Do they pay?
No. So but sometimes also radio station, TV stations, no. We should also do TV stations, radio stations be bring so royalties in court.
Yes,
and I think it's a Gamro needs from they are not cracking the whip. You see, copyright system, copyright.
So, and you said they are not cracking. But
if they are cracking the whip, everyone is saying will be at Tonyum. So what be to me Tonyum bebre near mano? I'm feeling yes, I'm 5,000 cities.
Minim say there's a law backing them. Say ofu bi ade da the yard say omano anyway royalties fine but eso mu share mra no mukina now mo nya in the sense that say taxes bebre enam kwam ebobonjom pen drive
ni nyina eso mu kia
ese ni na no minim say there's a certain tax bi edaso sa pen drive ne external ne
if you call you book photocopy cry you must pay copyright.
Yes,
but the copyright law makes room for fair use.
But who's a hano the stretches are not there. Say walk rana yintimi ye because obi beton jom almost 20-30 years na according royalties na obekono you say 500 cedi but only be a book match no only be a book match no. Now, even though he or she doesn't deserve that, but sign our books them. So what can they do?
Is it also so many systems are omodigiana? Say be a systems not technologically effective enough.
On say, I think say oko abrochia. The system no hoye. Intina say most of the musicians in the brady omonjum eto most of the way I can say internet platforms.
Okay.
So I don't know obi download onjum obi ti onjuma there's a certain amount omunya. So I say omunya shift away from say a musician be born jum now say o jena bomb njum.
Yeah.
And because and then presenters and DJs in class so SNG music account onwa why na there no that then bro
no so obi yanyom you see your system nenye ideally even radio stations and TV stations ye na yesanke etua omo yebo omo nyumka
oh yeah of course
but in our system no DJ no kura na eji uska sabi nya DJ fo nya nete sabi DJ fo no bi ana ebe ji uska nsa no waba onyum which is against your copyright content. Oh, and the system no I don't know. Maybe ye ku enemy no. Ebe but kwame wo hwe gold, diamond, bauxite. Any niema ye war. It makes sense. Say kwame di akon e ka say the sight of poverty makes him cry. Meaning Ghana Kresanka every month, we are Ghana near. We found Ghana card, a coin bank of your choice, a quadruple 400 Ghana cities go button.
Our politicians are very, very greedy.
Most of them.
Most. Because I don't get it when a politician would say, Watina, Ubia Watina Buchi, Wakusku, Waye Jumaho, Wabobrao, now only a Buchi system. Now also all free or Abagana, Abe implementing the same thing.
Yeah.
Now Omado Duha, the Bemo Maquina, Kotina Kunyano so. Now Omokwa, no Oma Dana, then Ama Siko Menani Nana, Abamoncheno Mubusia. Miwa Obiwo Abonjum. No, I don't get it when the president or no the first gentleman.
Yeah.
Ni pay. Esa. Obi ono ye Cocoa Board.
Yeah.
CEO. GNPC.
Yeah.
CEO.
Yeah.
Ghana Cars.
Yes.
CEO.
Yeah.
Name them.
O mind be bodamasa.
Na onu pay.
Yeah.
That's to say
because Article 7 look, a bit of more. O mind say in those companies or institutions na bo me no. A board no by law they determine monument.
Chairman,
and no remuneration so.
Chairman,
but president the parliament. No, I agree.
How can the president who appointed you?
But it's the fault of the constitution.
Hold on.
The fault of Umrano.
You what him? Name appointed.
Yeah. No, what they use to Alaji. Alaji amema juma. It's salary. I don't say Alaji.
How? Na uko shinyama. Omoji. Entertainment allowance.
Almost special scale. Because Bank of Ghana governor, me no can say. The salary every month 1.3 billion.
How?
It is 1.3 billion every month. And only a salary 1.3 billion.
Oh God.
Are they one or two
Unim. Let's plead with young Papa John Dramani Mama say we do a bar. Onya no. Onya they say that. Obi enu obedi pay say no.
As in president.
But sometimes I don't get it.
No, sometimes they talk of a special scale.
What special scale? Okotina Cocoa Board ho. Now it will be almost 600 million, 700 million, 70,000.
Yeah, a month.
80,000. Okotina Bank of Ghana.
Yeah, GNPC.
VRA, ECG,
Senate. Oh, baby, now come on radio. It's kind of near the Piaka.
Because
I know what you're saying.
Ose,
as I won't take what Mr. What's what you say.
Who's about 743.
Oh, master say Kufa.
And I say,
that's how Castle BG 600 million. I know BG one. When I'm so what you saying?
I mean, me a private person. No, say, the homogeno. And the homogeno. Me o come the boom 10 years. 10 years.
So come me.
O come years. O come the 10 years boom. So what if inti alona I'm a poverty no because say if okobrani edge 80,000 a month.
Yeah.
You to take the tax fee mukra me 70,000.
President eska bia OGB ya bechem have onye adwuma na kwatra so bi be.
No, me dey say o ye president oba. Say president edge 30,000 a month. So what say o 30,000 a month. Obia edge below. O ye wan. Na hwe say ye tete saska wing na so na say ye de boa amanfo a
you beat me. Mami, last story na me 10 minutes be. And then me person me kasa fa 24 hour economy. Mr. Griffiths abedru.
Yes.
Former National Identification Authority boss. Mira Hanum. Yeah, heard him say kafa
so say anyway, you be chiska.
Eh, you be my mention is here. My mention is here. And now, when him say 2000 nipa ba me ensa na yechiro.
Yes.
Yeah, and yechiska.
Yes.
Eti me patrol phone na yenchiska. Me da sakwa mo waka me. Especially na Saturday ni de. Odum se ngofo hiaska won bottom. Eti me patrol yenkwai *413#. Aya dika ya ne fast. Se na be obi ni wanim. Aha, ana nwa so me mamu agenda no. Oh, say be a pay 50 Ghana be no twa 55 Ghana, 55 Ghana. Be who say wo number no be bere wo machine nti rafu no koso na wo de na pick we ye nkyerɛ other ones no meka no say twa wonni da bi me kyerɛ kwan abɛfa so we de no wo ana eba no say wo de 50 Ghana na 100 cedis for instance or 200 etwa saa wo nimpa o numbers no wo system no So chances are that your son boss would the number pick it. All right. It's your call. Star 413 hash. Star 413 hash. Let's choose option 2. Option 2 near Accra FM. Yeah, ne follow. My main kind of for the last time. Star 413 hash. Choose option 2. What choose? Yeah, option 2 near Accra FM. Na follow near Okachero no. Enche skaba be gu phone this year. Star 413 hash. And then jero ho plan am so dibi. Jero ho me wani fagidie ye. Star 413 hash. Let's choose option 2. Me no be din komo afa 24-hour economy briefly, but Chris Dollar, I say I am an MPP man. And of course, we told the MPP not to elect a disaster Bawumia. And here we are now, and we cannot sell him to get ends. No Ghanaians are willing to buy the reckless unlicensed driver. Mates. Okay. Now, mate, I say, Mukuresa Motias. And your mate, be an name car cow. It said, car was say, baby. Now say, hey, Bia, driver, ye, na driver, so you're in 20 minutes to us. Mate, no name car, no better in the car. I just see some different driver. So the fact say obi your mate interest say driver no why car na she mate nsa enye mate ni bia na nim car e bia na on try afi me ye na de so mbesi mu ko wudi a. Okay, we say Ghana is going to the election on 7 December with Ashanti's People's Party. Which one is that? Derek Aitios, good morning bro. Lucrative Nu Nana Seke Samo Fire Hassan bin Abdullah for the service Ami. Okay. My messages no. Masawood Bantam's Ghanaians are well discerning and wouldn't fall for the tricks of NDC to deceive the masses. When the NDC was in power, JDM described himself as dead goat, but Bawumia described himself as man of possibilities. Okay, and also King Pharaoh, because he made the good soul of Commander Bobie's mom rest in perfect peace. Patrick Emin Getias, good morning. Stellan Yanam is crying. Freddy Abenozevi. I say, good morning, Nano to that. Can you please send my condolences to Nana Kwabena Bobi Ansa and tell him that they are with him, phobia. So my condolences to Commander. May the mother rest in peace. Kwakutando sense in his own. Jesus clean heart to see may her soul rest in peace. Kwabena, my condolences to you and your family. May you take heart. Okay, so a lot of messages there. Keep sending your messages. Make them on. Enkakra. But Enkofobesu they can't send no messages. I think say me ya yombone. Wise man Castro say I am blessed. Chumwa Miriam or say I have won the contract. Yes, by faith. We say good morning, Anna. Good morning, dear. Mechia papa. We say let me see. DK Paul and so I send the message we had DK Paul say I am so. What's the name? I am so many states owner across the world. Okay, that's great. Ujaba, I say good morning, Chief. I will never die before my time in Jesus' name. Okay, so a lot of messages there. But let's come away quickly. I am sure, sir, some more follow me. Abra free SHS. Nana Kufa the Casa or nationalizing no. And let me remind you. And you Nana Kufa the free SHS buy. Don't be deceived. Me cannot crash it all. Near was share free SHS as you Ghana, your friend or Sergeant for Kwame Nkrumah. Was shall share with the 3 northern regions. A hundred free SHS as a shall here. We and free on the more. The next person will be say Mukina, John Dramani Mahama. He started with free senior high school, but not a day. And you know, this e-blocks, you know. But even before John Dramani Mahama, no, my young man penny JJ Nukufu Abaso, our boy, Emma primary unit, you know, and so you free with the government. Until you primary JHS, then also you free. JJ Rollins Nukufu Beboy, yes, Edgeman. And son of Mahama so bad was say, only Article 25, or see if you say, Yahoo Dimbe to me, Yabua. Na Yahuma Suyano, Yakwe the Min Free, or also starting with free SHS, but Nidiano, a day, a John Hamadiano. And Kufa so buy on nationalizing free SHS, including boarding. It's an Anakufa the Jumo year and Nakwese, or Mampeni Kufo by year mutual health insurance. Saturn Ukra or Mampeni Kufo health insurance card now, not a limited to the confines of a district. 87 Gais district, mean to mean fan national some mutual health insurance card no enko me kro musi no fanti akwasa enya adwuma ana atamel so buy a ready for the currency and on nationalize national health insurance it's afraid the ukura one card utimi ko nyampanduru hospital the same card utimi ko bi watechiman the same card ubetimi de akọ Jamestown the same card ubetimi de akọ mikro machimosi no eti enupi na esia na Akufo-Addo came to nationalize free SHS John Dramani Mahama start here na eyedi. Now listen, time whereby no mo follow anybody who say Nana Otudako, I am one of the journalists you're supporting free SHS agenda because good. It's even though say the NDC phone be can say and a free SHS no you jira na so you can correct to me say munya sansem no munya sanya no sata mu abam mo mako schools akase we bruchire be ka kire say free SHS munya sanya no but enu pono na people like John Mahama and some other people when this were not even saying say be good, but they were saying something kakra so the better implementation be better because Nantia John Mahama must start to see e-blocks for they say free SHS the bar e be increase the intake. It will need the needed infrastructure to accommodate them and on a day red gold green system no e no because free SHS no buy no will be a person go school but school die away. It's in Canada Akufo-Addo esa kwotwa John Dramani Mahama e-blocks no so sini bebre na e bia kan the second term no wa implement free SHS by then infrastructure dodo na we no could accommodate the free SHS but anya sa. Now in the same vein ana 24-hour economy biba and there are a lot of naysayers especially Mati MP before pennyphobia won put these big projects sa any that's what we ade we betima boa Ghana such game changer but who say a big cassette and I'm asking say e tin consider ben amare some fun ye be do okroma National Employees Association pay be ka kire say woni ye ka say mafunu bien we betima form adwuma wasi babunu bien we betima form adwuma mo because baby e be form adwuma ni nyina e ho twoku e ho block Ghana mpanimfo ongro ma hyehyem Akufo-Addo busuafo ye dwuma won ma it will be no wetima wrem ho. Then you have a gentleman in the person of John Dramani Mahama makacho say ni obewi ni bia in case ni obewi ni bia Ghana ni but the credit make kachira. So he want to introduce a 24-hour economy ebi mu say 24-hour economy no enye papa and nkrofo ekoso nyina bebra ko school nkrofo ekase nyina bebra tira brochiro they know say 24-hour economy no applicable in a lot of countries in the world. And then more 10 minutes to address this. I'll be brief. Countries like China engage in 24-hour economy and a bomb papa. Oh, let me come home. Countries like South Africa, they are engaging in a 24-hour economy. Eti denti na ese trawo na amanyosem hununti obi tumfuturo gu yani say 24-hour economy no enya ade abeboa oba na otifie no say 24-hour economy na ba ana adwuma abua ntenka oba na onya adwuma nye wa joining crofo omo ma didi amen ekense munu esan papa wa say na be ya they will escape accountability. Now let me tell you again a 24-hour economy me John Dramani Mahama dream and I don't even want to go by John Dramani Mahama policy. Maybe church them per the research am here. 24-hour economy no edge na ho den free the name 24. Who Facebook share mame. Ye man no kura ni ndi ntro no so. Ye hwe to me anim, ye kan no kura ntra me na no pe. Eti ye nyina ye nim say yesi abaya dwuma de ye kon 8 hours. Eti okwa anopa na wotwe a yesa nyumre na onum no aponyesa eno no ye 8 hours economy temiye eti ye ka 24 hours economy a ne ye kire ne se eye non stop working economy eti kire se obi ko 8 hours na wo pon ye no e ka sankro fofoforo bi so ba 8 hours no mo pon so mo so ko 8 hours no mo pon a esa say 8 times 3 remember 24 you have the last set of people who 8 hours no mapon it means to say sa anka enipa e say 8 hours spend en krofo ye adwuma this time no ye benya 8 hours baako ne yase anya 8 hours mienu ne yase anya 8 hours miensa eti ye ba benya 24 hours working movement. Now who dey yes mass we yes mass we more simple mass yen fa ne say Ghana say sia enipa e mabu na yefa so dey who dey enipa ye adwuma who dey abaya adwuma krampo dey enu ba 1 million but ma me for private sector nkan nti yefa so dey enipa e kura adwuma out of 30 million enipa who dey more active service yefa say 10 million sancro for 10 million wo mudu do no 90% or more within the 8 hours bracket. Tell me, yeah, more be another. 80, 10 million in the first 8 hours bracket. No, say a 24 hours economy. So they say a 10 times 3. It is that sank nipa 10 million for 8 hours. No, this time no, you be nipa 30 million occupying the 24-hour economy. Because medical almost say first 10 million baba ye adwuma for the first 8 hours. Oma pon kofie, oma jomsika gombosum ombotom. Now the next 10 million abaya adwuma for the next 8 hours. 8 plus 8 making 16 hours. No mo so jomsika no kofie. Then the last set of 10 million people so baba ye adwuma for the last 8 hours making 24. No mo so jiska egombotom. It is 10 million no a. Na e wo hono mu a e bia mo ye adwuma no. About the double I times 3. Also in pay now pending. No, I'm asking. Also in pay now pending. And I hear people saying, say, 24-hour economy, no, and one more did that. Now listen. Free SHS say, but no, what did that? So do we say, or must we say, young fat, accidentally in Namajo Mahama, so starting free day school now? Because they're not for the free SHS, but not free SHS. What did that? In fact, and Sana Mahama Crest started free SHS. No, now Kwame Nkrumah started free SHS. So what are you talking? No, I started primary, free primary. What are you talking about? Asaba make a say. So the fact is, yeah, what? Hospitals be and now some few companies be every day through the 24-hour economy and making a 24-hour economy. Don't forget, we can't now mutual health insurance. The fact is that Kufobe mutual health insurance. Now, Saka, the Yajuma district per district. Ain't mean cross district in Chesana Ghana or national health insurance. Because Sanka Kufo mutual health insurance, no, and Unkwana ya, and Katamels any national health insurance. So the fact is that some companies want Ghana, 1 or 2 will operate a 24-hour economy. In Chesana Ghana, we operate a 24-hour economy system. And let me show you quickly. So I'll go China, go and do your research. And yet China, there will be an 24-hour economy. Major cities, major province in China, and a 24-hour economy. But the difference is that it increases people. It enhances employment. My from South Africa. And maybe I'll run you through some of the sectors. Maybe on Facebook, I share my same way. Maybe synchro 40, especially a cronfono, a cronfono, yes, a cronfono, Monsano Montier. Now listen. Near the kind. Adhering an SCA, even using the South African model as an example. The simple mass are much lower. And as I want a 24-hour economy now, they're from the shift system. That is how I call it, from the shift system. Sesiano, the unemployment deficit in the next, Kwame, 5 minutes maybe, 5 minutes, another 3 minutes, 5 minutes. The unemployment deficit, say you have 14.7%. And yes, sir, it's a 14.7%. So can we imagine, say nipa 10 million, say na me kind of way Juma Ghana says here, because a 8-hour system, not see a 24-hour. All this 14.7%, you know, they will be consumed by the 24-hour economy. It means that you have very little people at any Juma Ukroma. I didn't pay Juma. When say your recreational centers, yes, I come here Juma Najo. But I'm going to be Juma because Edwana Diasa and some of these areas, yeah, beaches. Night beach, night beach, a correct power. But how can you operate night beach in this country? Because only security. How can you operate night beach in this country? Because there be a pharmacy there, or pharmacy. How can you operate a night beach in this country? And not possible because a quality is soon. And a John Dramani Mahameka say some of these sectors, for instance, in area of tourism, say beach be operating, for instance, and yes, I know about beach say beach be operating and apart to enumerate. Now be a bedroom 10 or power. This time no young pound beach no more operating from an apart to the next 24 hours. Near Mount security. 80 say a beach, ever say beach be a friend nipa be 100. What it means is say beach be a friend nipa 300 because this time about 24 hours 100 times 3. Look at the number of beaches say even in Accra. Number of youth saying the beach may employ home. Let's do the manufacturing companies. And your manufacturing company be an age manager. A big one of baby almost an chromosome. At the employment level, no, a baby costro. 1 year to one baby, and I hear the say and Crawford University, the piano in the Jumania. I don't hear that. It is a new year that they are. And into the young man support 24-hour economy. Send a bay, Juma Boo, I'm Crawford Jumaya. The former general secretary of Femi Pikachu said, Omo Beja Juma, a Juma Babu Ghana, Momba Club, Fokura Baye, a Juma, Efra Monania Bay Juma Ghana, and then a Juma away. World Bank report, Statistical Service report, any other international report said there are lots more youth being pushed under the poverty line. Oh, these are some few areas, metro, financial sector. Bank ben na yadwuma najo. The fact is say we be operating today we cannot start because say ya come Kola market for instance na de biomo yadwuma na beaches yadwuma najo night club gusu yadwuma najo there are other schools come back evening classes o me sua dia najo definitely so business scan ya pudu a one first scanning coffee because akronfo ba koje enti esa okọ night bank. Wow. So these are areas you never to be abua. That's our 24-hour economy. What it needs is government support. And John Mahama has promised, they are going to give security. But my senior he's going to provide security and it's any money. Wow, it is a year in South Africa. It's good. And go become 24-hour economy. And then trust a trouble in your 24-hour economy. So now go China more and yet trouble be an 24-hour economy. But even though you bet me a trouble on back as my 24-hour economy. Restaurant in Pound a Juba Boo. My brother Jumaye. Obiata to the Roman and Moscow are still on the feeding the battle. It's million. Maybe one day make sure in a special time. Now, I say what the 24-hour economy means. Send your young movie support to free SHS. No, you know, you best support to 24-hour economy. Say support to free SHS. No man, no kufa do buyer. You best support to free SHS. I'm on your say. You best support to 24-hour economy. I'm on your so about 24-hour economy. Or have the president do what to implement this policy. Journalists for when you do not send me. We need journalism and entertainment in this area. Can you congratulate to me? Well, you got to idea, Kakra. But Mammy Cheska one, you got to idea. Me batch off our phone. Star 413 hash. Me chose cases here. Scaba the good phone says here. And now Crawford breed duty. It be do 2,000. Nipa bear 3 or more. 2,000. Me cannot provide you something. And ne memory that. It be quite ye be wedding. Bra, peka crash your bottom. Me can you former NIA boss. So I find the phone. Or no create the cloud TV. Share. No, sir, no. Star 413 hash. Star 413 hash. Star 413 hash. Me slow choose option 2. And no ya FM. Na follow prompt no. That's right. Midi utu da ko. Yanko da de kakra. Na emra medi nkomo.
Hey, say the Mako who our Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic no. Me ho kra dweme. Say enunti no manya award wa. Eya world best. Obi an transe Emma Dompem ya de ka say anase me boya de enkan to dem bio.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Asanya want to say ne ekuro etu no. Ne enkan ewo nanum. Oba na be mo pa wo. Ene enyarewan kaye.
Nansi ama me ka say ene spinal cord ho eka ye no. Greenfield adaromenti ene wasa so de gina na so epiem.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our ultra modern laboratory and a diagnostic machine, sir. I should show the pedient one casa. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our Nungwa Dogon, Estate Junction, last stop. Frewa 0243 983 906 and 0261 651 898.
Greenfield.
God is our healer.
Greenfield.
Your last stop.
I believe. Yeah, Suzuza.
The incoming president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, flag bearer, Zima National Democratic Congress. Also, in Chiamo Bibiara, or it's a democracy. Sashara, LKM, Maniganama, Grata Shishene, economy, what to our pants. In education system, I was saying, friends and family government are all the current administration in Ahocher, Mecha Hashepa, or Kodo, a shepherd, Afraba, Obibiara, Osgana, yes. With the Ahochena dos, and you know, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say, when you are our everything crap to Erica Bob, they are build Ghana together. As the Montreal feel why you ever Buana supports in the campaign for 2024 election. JM 2024. As the Montreal feel why you there. NDC good governance card in the B. Good governance card, Yakada, Edge was there support JM 2024 campaign. Good governance card, what did you do? And Mawusi Kanyama Waho Zidabo Tuman. Now so Ajoze. One saw one pedal watch good governance card. When it's Kaya 40, 30, 10 citizens or so. About to abo short code *248 *6#. Now also ascend was it. Good governance card. Pedal was in support to JM 2024. About to a friend 0534 000 261 and now 0531 033 503 and now 050 982 3400. You can on internet to do www.ndcgoodgovernancecard.com. Mayan Kambo, they am build a Ghana together with John Dramani Mahama. Nyamisha.
All right, time check 12 minutes past the hour of 8. Yatunasi Ayebedi Nkomo Enyina Yura Honorable Griffiths Ofianum, former National Identification Authority boss. You heard him say Inyanumwaka Babekanyensa Kafui Amegani Courage the Nikpuna Yedin Komo. Of course, and there never me that Punutia Yakan Wasem, State of the Nation address, and Ibisa said Dumso Abba, and a Dumso Emai, Mekai Mahama Breso, Emma Dumso, or see Mahama, and so Nadia. Oh, my way, Yachumo, ye pin ye mudu. We should stop this, oh. Especially I come from. We should stop this. No, yen and found so be a croboni, or yet Sebiteni, or ye Igbeni, Fante Achem, Sante, Bono, so ye Nkrai, Nzima, or ye Krobo, Adan, or ye Guan. We are all one people, pledging allegiance to the Ghana flag. Into your dentines will beat a swat, as when you nipa. Near Hunanima Candia, 10 times same United. Kaya drink children basa basa. Me kai pa o Muhammad so me kai. Me a journalist for the year John Muhammad Okroma won. E wo dum so ho. En so na dey ase
you hu dey ekọ.
But this see, everybody be judge obi a o.
O sanity.
Anyways, honorable. Yefa dum so nhyase. Esi kumase fo bre pa.
Papa penye kumase nko asrem nyina.
Okay, but me ba cho so wutie mi a. If na wa ye tai dundu light me ba cho bra Facebook na betro send ebe boa ye discourse na ebe boa ye conversation. So if you listening to us now e bia ba bia wo no which region bia wo bia no if na ye doom light and ye tai doom light ba cho betro na yenka send ebe ya ECG futi a on be ho adwuma Accra 100.5 FM. Okay, yanko
yo dey can make chia tiefo nyina
tiefo das
yo say doom so no se ukoya uka ho asemu a na enkofo draw comparison say and at JM no we had 3 years of them so and a very important say be share free ho near hunu de ekofa sa dum so no e de bae em say dum so no se ohwe enkroma time wa ye akosombo no a na enko betimi use one turbine pe based on the power need for that current year no our year akosombo no and so create several of the turbines.
Okay.
And the reason was that our drain here kind say NJBiano ebe ehun be banfa so say Ghana have a bia to krubia mun kakania bewo na aboa ama omane tumpon. And the generation capacity o create here no na e bro de ohia no immediately no so. Now under JM no 2 things happened. One, if you remember the gas pipeline from Nigeria which was an act of God. A feed the plants emma yenya power. A pie nenye JM abainum fumso and the man basa.
So on control pipeline.
Exactly. And it is not even running through Ghana alone.
Yeah.
A idea running from Nigeria at Ghana. That's number 1. Number 2, a lack of generation capacity. Say na yaji atum say ebia ye wo enyinam kanea ebia pim. Na sa enyinam kanea pim no. Eno na ye yusu ewo man mu. Na edi kan no na eye ebia regional capitals nko a na yusu. Enti say no omu yusu bia emu 500 pe. Ena abanya hodo I buy free a teacher JJ Rollins aban so. The bepims man penning JDM time no. Obia efa the akanibia no atrim. Inti ye trim ni na na say apem no sa. Apem dem ye mfa to keko. Enti just a generation capacity ya apem a. Eno an ye di bi ko funifuni. Ne di bi akoda aban. Near the bee come am chimsy, near the bee qua, ye take more money in anya bin bedroom baby no. Let us say a tremwa ma baby a de cania codruno. Ebia ye here and pin you and so you are pimpe in terms of generation capacity. And tis a say, I was say ye building infrastructure in the energy sector, a bit mere a generate more power. Amasa apem no a etosini no yakova apem ni nyina ene bi kura yatra enti a hiti during JM time no otu hu anamon say obekreti generation capacity ohwemu a ehọ na car power ships de ho anwan ni adade amere ni ho anwan nyina eba on stream we can say nyame munyam say ansana JM ebe free power no. Now we have excess capacity. 2016, end of 2016, we were at the verge of exporting power. In fact, eventually, Ghana exported power. Which say we can't do that because demand na grow. Because demand keeps growing. Grow accommodate the current year one. So we can't export anymore. So we are no longer exporting power. Good. That is what created the doomso during JM time. And to want to be far from Sono and fam more JM say, or no, a coffee doomso a day, a buy, because no man you know. Say, I trade demand the moon, I'm a boy generation capacity, so, and here JM, I buy what do I buy, the time in a bed here. And gas pipeline is also no, and no one could not money. I just say gas bill. And to want me fast from Sono Emono, but okay, say he will take responsibility and his own words. If I may quote him, say I will fix the problem. So we had excess generation capacity, and we have been enjoying that since he left office. Now I want to state, say, when I was listening to the State of the Nations address, Omampani Eka Assembly. necessary but say we have managed to keep the lights on. What did they do? You haven't even added 1 megawatt of power to the generation capacity. It means the same mistake we are repeating it. Okay, MPP for buy no so take up a contract when we are generating excess capacity which we don't need here the no. And necessary capacity need demand na be people. It is only logical say by tomorrow now we have a deficit in generation. Because we started from surplus. We are now at par. It is only logical say by tomorrow we will have a deficit. So current government should be thinking about what do we do if our demand go beyond the current capacity. And that is not what is happening at the moment. Say Minoka say ECG is sharing between 300 to 500 megawatts of power on daily basis. The difference this time, they say.
At the south region here.
No? The difference this time, they say. Instead, some baboy man say, you have problem. You intimate talk. A friend say, I don't want no oil, no empha engine, into no. Say, you want to into the ability of generating into say, you know. The difference. Oh, expect to say, it be a guada or light to back off. And most are more than someone, a brand I'm light back off. Now, what in their plan or life, no? One man is and now halfway. There's no plan, nothing. In fact, time I now, or man penny, Gina Parliament, all can say, what they've managed to keep the light on the ground. Now, my lawyers have a crying light. Missing them light. Everybody. Dance man Mary who you near doom light. Kumasi no it's them baby. Daman will me near doom cania. Managed to keep the light on near doom cania. And I think that Sa doom so ne abeno. It has nothing to do with the factors a creative doom so during the time, JDM time no. I hear the breaking of the West African gas pipeline, and then also a friend said demand exceeding a friend's generation. This has to do with the recklessness in managing the oil sector.
Okay, but honorable, over to us, but they share Adiwe holistically with a nationalistic spectacle. Somewhere around late 90s, you know, JJ time. Not doom so.
Yes.
Somewhere around 2006, 2007.
Yes.
Under Kufuor. Doom so by no crown Abeka Kufuor ma aso for Cobon Pire dam num sin su mremono. Then fast forward to John Mahama so time. Doom son so by.
Yeah.
Nana Kufuor time. Doom Saba. Don't you think say emras to say as on mine, yenya say this is 70 MPP blame semna like what at the end yenya right. One more not doom swaba because Abba JJ time, doom swaba Kufuor time, Abba Mahama time, and then Abba Kufuor time, and then the chance in the future. What are we not getting right as a country?
What we are not getting right as a country, I am you know. The kind JJ time, Ebesi Kufuor time no. We blamed the quarter level on Akosombo for the doomso.
Okay.
Drew baby ma sabi openusi ya ma insua na even kura ewo amama so a ewo krom so a wonum enom
okay
esabi esinu adwade no kura bi bebrewe
that is
every quarter
JJ time
during Rollins time
okay
and yes and na just water level no in Akosombo no so had been affected to the level say there is capacity to generate because generation of power through the dams, you know. Generation of whatever kind of electricity has to do with a coil moving in a magnetic field. See, I did magnet out to a mini magnet out to now wires, yachichi wire. Now I no move a generate electricity through the wires. So on the now the difference between thermal plants and hydro plants in 1 year, what moves that coil? What moves the coil in hydro plant? They say, "Ya mansuo fro bepo na adanya begu bibi ti se fan so na etene and your friend turbine it is no no tene a na etene coil no
na generate
ana thermal plant no so
let me announce the presence of Courage no nekweku Mira Ekasama NDC Akwaba.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You share check, but you share the any share.
I'm happy to see myself here. What peace?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also soon I'm
yeah. Akwaba.
Honorable. And the case of a thermal plant, they have more or less something like an engine that starts, burns fuel. Well, let me say it's internal combustion engine, kind of. When it burns the fuel, it rotates the turbine, not generates electricity. No. So the whatever it is, no, it has to do with a coil or a conductor. And
so
no, a dig echo from now the fall no. Power na deba 10 turbine on so annual brass.
So can I give a layman meaning how it's applicable because me energy person. But I'm just applying common sense.
Right.
It may not pass, but forgive my ignorance. Say in so somebody it's not possible say be pass as a young temple one chain whatever. Now you into 2 boreholes, thousands of them, near connected through a common pipe will be. Now I mean you realize this in so echo for ma.
And yes, I so no be the eka.
Okay, in so be no
in so to say river be and one per its natural existence no it's an ebipo
it you go to a bepo way
I so no better flows I don't know how it
I don't know how it
it's a waterfall.
Okay, so how can be a waterfall? So let's create our waterfall.
Sentina, the waterhead no wakoso monia de no. And you see, even on that same river, no, or build another dam upstream, you affect the potency of the fall down downstream. So on the channel.
Okay.
Entina Rolling Star, I'm Burkina for a year. Some dam be the buffy papa because it has an effect on us. So anyway, not only the effect of the waterfall, but also the spilling of the water. You know, more or less brought excess water into our ear, make it a problem. So good. And you know, it's not just anything like that. It's the nature of the river at Nyangopo. So if it happens, say it's unable to be say it gives that potential energy now. Ebema na ba shedam no so rotating fast na ahodin mu and it be yes idea.
Okay.
So very good.
Okay.
And the Wallace time and Nekufo time no not they were actually looking at Akosombo as the major source so on the no and relying on nature say Nyankopon adaroma open no high and open some of them were not normal. Internet hitting at certain peak times, no. And open no ding pan a mass doom so no day a buy. But beyond that, successive governments looked at let us create buoy dam, let us create thermal plants and other day to support the Akosombo. So that even though hydropower is the cheapest form of power and the most environmentally friendly source of power because it doesn't burn any fossil fuel, no. It is also important to keep generation capacity at par with demand. So I'm saying, I'm saying,
no, but when you go on my technical, so it's okay.
And you know, the actual person who sat down accepted the problem as it is and then devised a solution and solved the problem AGM because he said that let's look at nipa otna se ehwe say ade pa na edi edam ewo anyinam kaneam ene say de ehia no yentimi generate de ehia no enti o say me ma won ma generate no me ne won sign contract ma bebre beka ho ne anya generation capacity no more ebe buru demand no so sebe ya ye hia bia no e na afa so no ye dwenhwe kan no oman no ko nanim enti no de hia no se na eye taku a ebe ye simple adache Into the young generate even more than what we need. Will be 2 sana mono pa ayo mampany Dada John Dramani Mama. Only 2 sana mono. Now I've told you, say the gas pipeline that broke together with this a friend's shortage in generation capacity were the main issues under I say. And we created generation capacity to the extent that we were even net exporters of power into other neighboring countries. So only mention. And I will Malabeji. As I speak to you now, 1 for generation capacity 1 megawatt crank Baku crank and now I don't want to swear oil na 1 more day a year generation says a 1 month to be in Tiaka. A business okay say Parliament they cut 20-something million,
23 million
Ghana cedis. Then I know, yes, we buy quite a day. A quatrem. So, the say if we have a prudent way of managing our energy sector, government should be paying its bills. Government should be paying its bills so that money, in effect, comes to buy oil instead of saying there be any baby akobabosi and I koji sika baby the other oil. No, we could have rather paid our bills and use that money to buy the necessary oil to power our thermal plants. So this is where the problem is, and because of lack of not generation capacity, but sika ade beto adwen won yagu generator nimu me friend generator it is just that common. It's not that simple to say generator wo fie. So
it's a plant.
It's a plant. It's a whole plant, thermal plant. So me friend say plant no is a generator na wo fie no o man generator. So on me che na generator si fie so yenya sika ntop petrol fam say sa na akoye any criteria and it is more or less no within the energy sector no how financing has been managed.
But say I buy say a doom CC na doom so my da.
Oh na say you say where you be say the crew medical so abobo anu ahwe there. I mean it's what na kana sem. Wo hwa say dey see ko doom CC no na ade dey CC enweda. Om ka doom CC am say ben fie mienu ni o. I still are doom CC. Say ekoba say
e bia say na amomo time. Munya protracted a period of doom so about 3 to 4 years no maybe at this time no ntisa no so ka doom say here I mean
so protracted doom so so MPP for then can quench the Ghana for, but we all know say there were 2 issues that led to that
for 2 minutes we issues na men
2 issues no like I said earlier gas pipeline no number 1 and number 2 so the fact that due to demand that are expanding beyond our generation capacity no na the here no bro the etimi so they make out here say so omo dokono oto dokono 10 cedis e dokono emphasize na 10 cedis ko to mienu pe oto
baby crowd people no 7 o
what they emphasize oto dokono 100 cedis e be few for dinner there bia say enwumre aduane am bedi no na wafa nipa mo abegu fie ma say munipa ye 50 sa dokono a friend say 100 cedis no 20 pieces and so nipa 50 no
okay
so on me che no na what the 2 energy sector no ho
now this year mami
Rollins buy if you remember self-help electrification project SHEP sa SHEP no ema so we kwase ba bi na wa koto post pe ne de kania brel enti ye kire mu ko ba bi bebre in fact before Rollins grand na northern sector upper water say apa ayini nyina na kania ni wo on me che no apa east apa west
rural electrification the JJ
did adaroma enti ye tete mu bebre ko foso be ya ne de ka ho one more ye no na o sanke ye nyina ye dwene ho say dokoro ye 20 and yes ye 20 say yakofa nipa 5 abeka ho nti ai 25 nti 20 no ye che na ji bi anya ba ko ni o and yes yakofa nipa be 20 as abeka ho say ai 45 so ni meche nti say dokoro bi anya half ko ani nti kwambadi won dia make nti na o se adwene ho se o se dokoro no ye dai ye pesika de ba de beto bi aka ho ye be bodokoro ni bi aka ho so on meche no nti that is the difference between the doomsor then and the doomsor that we are experiencing.
All right. Mamina, Mr. Griffith said, former NIA boss, and yet saying in Kano, Minia Courage, no ne pepu, on the dino, the 3 weeks next year, but to say my master. I mean, powerful name. Yeah, but as an maybe be so some question, be a hiame pa, but you know, being so joining. Maybe I joining on Facebook. Accra 100.5 FM. Question you be said doomsor abana. Na esan sebi taprache okudon pro intimi enko baby at this moment. No na wo bia ya you doom kan ya wo huno. Nti yesi bra Facebook na betro se doomsor abana. Hifa na wo na ye dundum light na misro utie enko ade afafo ho bra se kwan so na betro ne enkinkan. Ansana no senior Sly was say think like Nkrumah, fight like Rollins, lead like Atamils, build like John Mahama, but don't destroy like Akufo-Addo. And don't lie like Bawumia. Don't trust someone who lies you, period. Okay, so Sly Kwabenya, Greater Accra Regional we SNA. Okay, Sly, what did you say about Mr. Maminkai, Unia Bidia? Adra Bewa, losing your loved one is not easy. Okay, I'm sure say or she will be well. Yet Nema may that for me. Richard Sa, say my greetings to the incoming member of parliament for the good people of Akropong constituency, Honorable John Evans Kumoji. Okay, and also the message about DK Paul. Was how many people are using digitalization systems in Ghana now? But Olaya is not serious at all. Jigbodi Prince, please, my condolences to Bobi and may the soul of her mom rest in peace. Margius, good morning, Anna. Good to see you once again behind the console. Okay, yeah. And then we can send me the number to your Mekai. Yeah, Faustina Abulu. So good morning, Accra FM. Greetings from Navrongo. Let me do this one. Ghanaians are well discerning. Okay. So Roland Bless at close. Good morning. I know it's a long time. All right. It's you bet me the message about, but Obi or Facebook beyond copy link na among share MIN. Courage. Maybe say. Sabria yewomu. People are gravitating towards cellular intelligence, artificial intelligence, what have you? Technology. Edihini. Argentina, we still relying largely on insured hydro. Now we will not also gravitate towards solar, for instance, because northern regions minim niente say yema northern region ibia hydro. We are bogukwa. And I'm even with the view saying we must make a law. Every government institution must use solar. Every government institution, solar. No hydro, no cano. Yen chema or mindful. Anna.
Yes, Minia, Michel. I'm happy to see you.
Mr. Meniaje.
Michiatio for Susu. And will be a question say, is Doomsor back? Yes, Doomsor is back. Just that more managing or person mechanical chain, which is very sad because I had been look at our company now. What is a big juma? No more power near juma. Why your plan? All your shit. No matter tenacious. So omudi omuketia. Bet you muka. We Sintrace ni ana upama dear. We mechanic. We welder. We sprayer. What is shania mase? And then spray car 4. We could do juma light me ho. And Kamudi share be to what is a timetable be to wa. And Kaunim say and then to me spray car. Ne said generator be no be pill. And other alternative now be prone canawaya. But Omudi a data Doomsor and buy it, Doomsor anyhow, Doomsor anyhow. So Doomsor is back. So I think said the earlier Omo manage power plant no and power no Omo can furniture. Okay.
Asana Yabeka no Kreno, Matriska. And you know, hold on a little. Hello?
Yes.
Although Sanya one na yesterday who say bibia fine. Na who he first is here? ahene ya chawa no pay
If I told me I do 50.
Me ba twa ahene ade try
Me try 20 cities.
ti film ne fa ne aka ne mame
Me try your match.
eti munkoso wantwa all right bye bye enti ye ka kire mu eno bi nso wadi no eno a nipa be 5 obi a 2000 enti no eno ye chemu ba cho fa phone ne dial *413#. Me kasi ya na Mr. Griffith eni age o fa phone no de ato *413#. Na choose option 2 ya cry fm na follow prompt no obedi bi ebeba phone so say ya beba phone so down so to me ato hot so na weekend until look sharp *413#. Okay, carry Jango.
Yeah. So enka amunya kukodro no e kan kwan the timetable no by boy pa and when I just say they shaded almost about 400 megawatts of power no mo shade the whole country for the past 2 weeks or so. No we say every day they are shading about 600 500 600 500 350. The lowest was 300 megawatts of power no mo shade. That is huge.
But how come shady say
power now you need it. We are not able to generate it.
Okay.
Maybe a full capacity, you can say 2,000. Next will be a power country no one say above from be 2,500. Okay. They say 500 are short. You need it. Until I say will be no koda
let's say and 400 a short.
400 a short.
Let's say do so
no. And the main problem Emma Yeshedi Power CCNO, they don't have the money to buy to fuel the plants. They don't have the money because currently we don't have enough. Akosobo is not generating at full capacity because we are currently at your dry season. The water is not flowing as supposed to flow. Mimi apeni Kasano on my very good history from baby Ayefria Abedu baby Ayedwene. Akosombo at the time of their establishing ye build the Akosombo plant that was around 1967 and a year now Omaya about 1,020 capacity megawatts capacity, that is full capacity. You know, at that time the population here just about 6 million. Because of the foresight of Kwame Nkrumah, he could have do about about 1 turbine and a 2 would have taken care of all of us. But on all the 12 timers in Iran here, then we started exporting power to the likes of Togo, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina. That was the foresight of Kwame Nkrumah. To the extent that Oyeyanawanja quickly he started the breed dam. When someone made the breed dam, that was a visionary leader. When we are Wanjai, he wanted to make Ghana the hub to export power. He started Bakuna Omuye no your friend said this atomic
Ghana Atomic Energy.
He started that one. In fact, at the time of Omovato, all the equipment that he was going to use to build that plant was there. In fact, now as you speak, it's still there. That was the vision of him. Nti onu Bepsi ya no yakoye nim na bedru around 1977 no. Then we started falling because the population have grown. We are exporting, we've signed contract with other countries. So there was the need for somebody to add more. So at that time, a champ was to be the count. That is what we call the Bon Dam. That we say when I was a Siano. And then about 160 megawatts. That's what a champ was to be the count.
But a champ or your Jumo?
So you call your Nimuno.
So not there you operation feed yourself in the
feed yourself in the buyer. Yeah, call your Nimuno. Population keep growing. Companies keep coming. Technology, but Yama Konim will be a fabbing count. Would be a fabbing count and only so 2 years. So we started falling. President Kufo a buyer, also follow ma any circle far a one of name Dr. Awurikubo we say toy generators you buy.
Said toy generators, yeah.
And some
car at the time
say toy generators. No, that time one managed the VI, he was the managing director for VRA. And almost the car, but still, Antonia solve a problem. No, now Professor Mills me John Mahama Subaye, and a problem be a as we speak now. At the time 2008, 2009, now or more by you take over no. The population now grow to almost 28 million from 6 million. Tama ye body akusumbo dama to 28 million. Just look at it. Just look at it. So, and a technology so bad. Companies need be BBM. Then I mean, Penikayano. First, no, over to coin a crocasium as an one year light. They say regional capitals and district capitals. But every village, our light. Some of them are using it for commercial purpose. In the true honor, there was a massive shortfall. You couldn't do anything about it. So John Mahama could have said that, okay, let me also manage it how everybody was managing it. But saying, no, we can't continue like that. Let's fix it at once. So I know Nyakukudronu, I know the Tony home, I know fixing it at once. Okay, how did he fix it? He brought in the likes of Car Power. He brought in the likes of Ameri. He brought in the likes of several things. In their wisdom, they decided that how long shall we continue to carry huge sums of forex to go to Nigeria to go and buy gas? No. So what do? Let's build our own gas plant. And we build it at Atuabo. Build Atuabo so that we can generate our own gas to power some of these power plants in Wahano, because it's cheaper to use gas than to use fuel. It's cheaper. And buying gas from Nigeria was expensive. At that time, gas is not coming from Nigeria because they have blockers. We couldn't pay. We needed money. So there was so much pressure in the system. So on Yakukudrono, you build a travel plant and you build the reverse channel so that we can be able to power our own generation. That was how the Dumso was solved under John Mahama. And they even Alaji Bawumia, a radio station I interviewed, he even admitted that you cannot give credit to John Mahama for solving Dumso because he need great year. Of course, when he said he need great year. Now, fast forward, your buyer and our mobile take over. From the time they took over, we kind of excess power. Why did we sign so much power? Take or leave agreement. To me, using we couldn't use it. These were all the propaganda they were making all over the country.
But at the time,
to the extent that
at the time, many shows in the propaganda because now as a OSS capacity is any kind, and it's in line with what Omukai say Yakope power bar you use because you use so.
That was the
and I believe I'm sure I see a tune song working
on vision. And Biana, His Excellency John Mahama and Professor Mills of Blessed Memory. No Mukita. We didn't need that much of power at the time we were building Akosombo plant dam. Then we bought it and exported it. So at this time, the vision was, let's build it, we can export. The market is there. Me by now can some opportunity for our economy. I'll come there and I'll tell you something there. The market is there in the sub-region. Benin here power, Togo here power, Nigeria there Boboe, huge market, over 200 million people. Let's generate the power and we sell to our neighbors and make income. Forex. So there was nothing like excess power. And moreover, at every point you must have a reserve of a minimum of 200 megawatts. Minimum.
Reserve.
Because yes, anything can happen and you have to fall on that reserve. Okay. So this was the idea. So there was nothing like excess power.
It makes sense because if you are not of plants, be see
exactly.
So we are doom CS here.
Yeah.
So we are doom CS here.
Excellent. We are doom CS here. You fall on your reserve.
Exactly.
But Mami announced the presence of Kafui Amega, Kasama MPP, Miami Bra Penia, Sawe Mama, and so Nebebum, Who said, yeah, the team say, they says, Ghana, Utim China, yes, and Koyi Mao, was the other to say, honorable form of the enemy. It's a careful if you are more. Or better in India, doom so about maybe first.
So, the EU Council, they cancel some of this agreement, signing with the vision to generate more power and sell. The propaganda because no more per se. They were creating the impression before Ghanaians that we have signed bad contracts. That was the impression they were just trying to create. And then,
the time I used to think so, but with Asaba Okai say almost all the time, it was a reserve. Now, me ran so as I said, and Kaye Doom CC, for instance, assuming without meeting, say Doom CC be one more, we always fall on that power. Send a bay a yen that, so there was nothing like capacity be exercise. I mean,
there is nothing like that. Look, we are. By the position of Ghana, we are at a very advantageous position to sell power and make more money, make forex.
Okay.
So there was nothing like that. Okay. Since they took over power up to now,
for 2 minutes,
do you know they've not added 1 megawatt? Nothing. But they keep telling people that you need to solve a problem. How did you solve it? They can give you.
As
we speak now, the IPP are still, they are owing them almost $1.6 billion. Not Ghana cedis. The independent power producers, they are owing them about $1.6 billion. What is there? And they keep threatening. Someone try to cut you off, and they keep negotiating with them. The other time we saw what happened, and the finance minister, the former finance minister, now the finance minister international, came to have to meet them to negotiate with them. Okay, so they've not added anything to the power sector. Okay. And unfortunately, the country is we are back to doomsday, and they are not telling us the truth.
All right.
They are shifting it, and then they call Ashanti region. The next time, Volta region. The next time, Northern region. The next time, Greater Accra region. That is how smartly and they are trying to manage the situation, thinking Ghanaians are stupid. Ghanaians are not stupid.
All right, courage. Lune Peku Ekasama NDC and Yatin Kenya Richard Sir. And so
the me for way came fast as an Minia Pin and Burma. Me Barona will cast and be say a special skill until now Omuji salary be even more than the president. So a professional and or in India or particular area. Now and until I will try to scap it now the Nako to Adiananwa. So you expect some performance and I'm but look at all the state agencies are are they making profit year by year? Go and listen to PAC, Public Account Committee. Read the Auditor General report. It's loss after loss, huge losses now you're recording. So where is their special skill? They are 2 years and say Bank of Ghana 68 billion. Look at that. Where is the special skill of some of these people that we are paying them huge sums of money? So it has nothing to do with special skill. If you are being paid, managing Accra FM has here, I expect you to give me profit as the owner. Because I know you have some special skills to put in and make profit for me. But at the end of the month, I have to go and look for money somewhere to pay workers, buy equipment. Then you say you are a special skilled person, taking more salary than me, the CEO. I mean, does it make sense?
Yes. I think so. What you come up? Chris Dollar, also sack NPP 7th December. We said, in fact, Akufo-Addo Bawumia government bragging extensively that we have the men. All we have from them is a crashed economy. They have lost the moral right to ask for a renewal mandate, kick NPP out come 2024. Or also the message or the buy, I mean, your last one. Okay, Elizabeth Fojo say good morning, Ghana. Good morning, Kings Tukojos. That's a brilliant idea. Nana Otu Darko. Okay, and to go to my journey conversation on Facebook on Accra 100.5 FM, within the Nana Otu Darko say, Nana Ugusuti a year honorable Griffiths, former NIA boss, Mira, or didn't know CCCA courage, the net, Kasama. yeah NDC menia penny courage Makafui okay would mu confuse me twin brothers courage Kafui so ha Obani na adana modi akwese dum so
nana me dasi bebe ma me fa fidikesi so na me fanchia etiefo a omutie titu arefo a omde abeso ntintan fidie etie ya chiomu nyina na no pay se enne ya geda wa ha se nyina ye be adwenkyerɛkyerɛ mechia me amenu apani kwame
se ne ohwe wani mu me papa
tiasie se bi o ma ye ni nyina ye nkontumpu se mu nyina me ba bitutumutuko
nti dum so no
o tiasie pa
propaganda machine e ba
tiasie
propaganda machine
e yin ka de ba o be tu chama no
any only propaganda man or machine agasa
machine
na machia mi amini aso courage Makafui na so bi catch us dum so aba sinihu mimi apani mimi courage nkontompu sem ni akohisam nko
on dey abepe o pa o kapa ba na say o smile yo
ya nkontompu sem won sese wo petumi a omo former president kan se fan nkontompu sem kakra na fa na da kakra na wo de aka ho na wa ma wa asem wa ye de wa asem ye da na edidem won krofo trim edidem won krofo trim okoda na popobiribia che no na o de na ekọ uwia na afedi obehu sese na no kra ebi no ma ya no pay but Ghana for eye discerning Ghana for nim no kra no omunim mra ye ba mu na baba for kra omuntumi enye adwuma na na mre bi etwam na nke ye ba kra FM hanom a na noise generator noise to krantino ye kasa na ese ye kasa tietem ye kasa boko se kra se kikamu kakra ye bekono na ye ne afa. We survived, we stayed, we lingered on because ni enim se emre papa bi ewo ye nim. Whilst we were in opposition, we kept telling them that the mudi di Ghana for enye fe. Even as at this time and kiyako about women, it was a worst moment. And homra no nya former president JDM or share ye no catch ye say e your mobile phones and me dia betre ya me de ba be deliver me message e na ama dum so aba eti ye pare use mobile phone 3 phone ye nya ye use baako. These were the things we heard from him, a leader who has been touted as solving dumso. These are the things we appreciated, the pain that was inflicted to us as Ghanaians. A leader who was an inhumane president. A leader 1 year in Ghana for no one need tema. This is the kind of leadership we got under JDM. Now, whilst we were in opposition, we kept telling our people in power that se o pese o solve energy problem a ye 3 legs stable be an 9. And 9 back where woman ne say your generation, your transmission, your distribution. Sa and 9 years say one fine year juma ube no how. Again an year mu because of sikadie basa. Sikadie basa no mun o mun ni Ghana ho dadwene. Na Ghana fo nsu na mo sere. Because yesu na yo mo sere. Until they were only thinking about how to generate because that was the avenue to extort money. Nana you amari dream ketashise any proya ekoso eninti yesi JDM say wo hwe corruption ba ko ebo ne pa corruption by sea eno ne amari. That is what Ghanaians felt, that is what Ghanaians saw, that is the pain, the agony they went into.
Mobile no more renegotiation be na
nana me kaba me break sa uso omo kasa no he kasa mutwa yasin abewu me my experience be that but you kasa pa no bi tranke tu tota na fe na wo sanko etira sanko dwe no ho ana wo de aba wo mo flow no ntima me flow
oh ba me ba
you na pe enchechemu bi a I'll give it to you wo mo nim say na me tie I'll near point me ya etidi atie ne say this is what we felt. Ya ba ya no na etremodin sem abro ene we dis semuntino na energy deal so ma say go no na ye IPPs and take or pay ube yusu ube tuyamuka no ma ye contract no so basa because so many say aban bi ba obe pese obe sisem nana me tu chema ye current attorney general kwaya wa fa so wa boan na Ghana entumi an moka bia na ye nuan mo fosi ye kofa judgment debt ti say wa yo me judgment debt wa yo me ni aban ni contract ni akofa na be she contract ni asese sika ma ni wadi ne poto no ko. That is the kind of government we were seeing they were running. We didn't have a problem, but we determined say ye be fix it. So when we were taking over power, ye nya de mo ka kire ye say enam no amo ba ho no akadompe nti ye be no nwanwan kwan ye be fa so a ye betumi amo man na gira ne na so. But we told him in the face, this is doable. We will add meat to the bones. Into na ye ba no, we looked into the IPPCs. Yenya American ambassador no wo ha World Bank we Lopet a o ka kire amansan nyina say Ghana how wo mu ye ne ye enjoy power yi o ka kire say IPPCs no na na nu ye moja te somro. That is the kind of government that was bequeathed to us. So we looked at it, we review most of the IPPCs, but I cry chaya koma any yansumu nana besine ne yansumu sone yes GPC agreement no home use machine fidia broni bia use na ye poto na ensen fata eno na ye nuano NDC for kofa ba say enema ye empower na se be Ghana for say ya de ade agya mo se mo hwe so man na atiti say na some de afo
fidie de wen
ni say GP na mabo company ni GPGC. Okay. Yom ko farm company ba ko farm ba say o mema yen sa o me ne sign sa IPPB power purchase agreement bi. Now when we came into government 7 years and counting of our government I dey call him. Now we tackled major issues.
Before you
I want to go into that.
Before you go there, in the past 7 years, how many megawatts Namudiaka the existing ones?
Nana me submission. Me mauti say power and sana you know kurase no ye enne what the massive power coverage yet with your maka the national grid on. Na eso hwe ne man yes I made it in my submission meba nana meba
simple question
nana
ebia 1 0 will be there misro
mama ncho
meba no se mama nchanketi wo to enso nchanketi
nana mama ncho
question is say let me answer me
mama will answer me
a long speech how many megawatts na mo dey account you 2 you 3 you 5
fidie we ya esi hai eyese fidie to fidi air condition
school na per comprehension
oh nana eyese to
summarize there
na me summarize am se fidie se wan fa wo ya no a ebe fidie condition na shemu a we be get power you no get power so energy generation kwa my light take it from me nana and I make catch to say I'll give it to you but energy generation alone does not give light nana you dey be can na make catch say don't be too quick to do this.
So you cannot tell me say you're the 10 megawatt, you're the 20 megawatt.
You're giving me mandate. Makacho say you're about the baho. So why are you jumping the gun? I don't know if you're not here where you know. What person will sound quite good so you're
going Benti and Ubu Becosa. Tell me megawatt, I'm buy 7 years. Modia account.
Oma me 10 minutes.
Let's send the Biaka Mama. Megawatt saying, and
I'm when I'm submitting my one and come about it. I don't know. Pray.
It's going to mean country.
No, I hold my baby. I don't know. Pray. I'm going to give it to you.
Okay.
Nana, to come and answer your questions. Oba we are your friend is saying renewable energy. So far renewable energy using solar energy.
Solar.
We have done 70 megawatts of solar energy power. This is where they are located. Okay. Blue Power Authority have 50 megawatts of solar energy.
Okay.
Oba Viaria Oma 19 megawatts of solar energy. Nana Oba we have several other fields of we are Abaoko we are friend saying Aplauko Mwa. There is another way be Yasaye Nana move it down. When you come to transmission, Juma Yaya was transmission one. etumiamenti ye share nuan mo a ye the blue power plant share omonsa adia president Kufuor starting omo ntumi amewi
okay and you're not starting kroma
na make say adia kroma starting ya ye buy yes ye nuan no ba omo ntumi amehwe afa ho on betoto papa so sa troka omo so ban no obi ya adia no ma ba beje no mo de ya abaso body e de amom
my soul de amayade.
That is what they have done.
I'll comment on it.
Nana, and I make us a Nana ututumu tokura. And I saw a woman punch a panya, no meaning no my restless. But we have decided that is what we'll be injecting them with. So that Nukuran Kwan will be to perform it to him. Nana, okay, so Mammy Biaka.
Now, time as a
now when you come down, we are talking about distribution. Distribution, Nana, your network cable, if we Ellen Maron. Yabaya 78 megawatts of distribution. Nana Yesaya Legon pharmacy substation 52 megawatts. Nana Yesaya 33 we Confuanoche. Nana moving on.
But I say distribution no. So a treasure mod ya kahu.
Nana say electricity ayane mama yensa. Se woye eja mframanu gu ho
na wanye
de yede ne bekwana na wonya hwe ye nyan musuban no
okay
yankope nyama ne megu ani bi ho
se matrem
na make a sure no to be able to ensure na abo ewi this some entino yede we power ne be ho but ye ma ne nko ba bia na mo minister se Ghana fo be da kane mu no yede bekwa komo obi wo ekurofo froso. That is the nature of NDC. That is the wickedness of the party called NDC. We're not back at himself. You're adding so much. You're adding so much to power. You're adding so much to so much power. Ghana for the medium and work. Mom pay a won't find it. It's na now sha. Not teenage pregnancy. Now doors won't cross it because so many light.
The same fun.
Nana, only like all the places that we have extended powers to. Nana, they didn't have light to charge their phone was a problem. And everything was Nana. Let me
just one town.
In my town, in my constituency, Accra village, they didn't have light. Accra village, they didn't have. In America, constituency, Nana, Atiwa East. What's the more crowd? Yes, Accra village. Yes, you want the bomb. Nana, no money light. Yawo kwame doctor no money light na mo fa
me pe ba bi teenage pregnancy course
na me be bo share we
oh okay
and me be catch say because they didn't have light
okay
na the only video they could watch was that they should impregnate people rough na ansa na president Kufuor born homoden e ko fa free maternity health care by abronya within 7 betwa mu eti mo fra nyenye mu a be bi mbekwa akwo so kura a problem. The only thing that helped us a year ya the papa ba ko ne say nana Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na adwen kese or the we first and dual system yi ba ye abofra no ko no oni moja kura quickly hwe ne di moja abre no you anya ya di na ba say omna me
me state of the ne
about 3 minutes when I said the 3 minutes man or about they have to recount
a minute 3 minutes de munya mama tutu ani ono so benya bio
Bahamis
o de pamano na asema o kan bi ho se ka
22
ye de kan o kan no ono na asema o
kan say state of the nation so
ono na asema o kan na mi pese mi ya no o say JDM ka say the ama power problem aba multiple mobile phones grow for using tesa yes I know kan ankasa you kan any say you kan any say no ma mienu de di kan no electricity na ye wono ya tiremu ama akoba bi bebiri enso so no ye mfa bi nkan ho na che se aduan dada na ne ye chama nipa bebiri nya biadi enti eno no ama ekom aba so no me che se generation capacity ye mfa bi nkan ho ne atrem ena de to so mienu osan so ka se the average consumption of a household akosoro first pa wo fa e ko efie ba ko mu a e bia whole compound house na nipa ba ko pe bi na wo fridge so ne meche no e bia the whole house or mu use TV ba ko ye nyina so for dazi ne ko ina obi fie ne ko TV ene e bi kra within one family no na TV see 3 a friend say fridge see be 2 so ne meche into the average consumption of a household na all my examples no o kan fridge o kan TV okeka sa no man nyina ka di freezer ni bibia e no ka mobile phone so ka ho okaka ho no na MPP for fa mobile phone nko a
okaya na wa
and yeah propaganda
so okaya na wa
and me say all can or see the average consumption of a household and what can say fridge say first panel e bi obekọ a whole compound house and families be say 10 ti won na nipa ba ko pe no fridge and family bia our fridge mienu ni freezer ba ko so on me che no until he talked about the average consumption of a household
so
and all can okay nyina no can say even crampo no excuse me to say nipa ba ko bia the need for mobile phones could be about 2 or 3 hours charging until he was talking about the average consumption of a household, which was a very, very valid point.
Okay, I can't 1 minute.
That also means okay, so married deal okay once a week. When we bet 3 my finance minister who di president just say kasasishane prohibi e ko under at the blind side of the presidency.
Okay.
Ye one more minister. Good. Then take or pay agreement. Look, the essence of that. And the wisdom in
I am not speaking to megawatt from the account.
What 5 rinka home? What 5 rinka home? Solar, yeah, okay. Those are no. Money area. Those are utility. Those are utility services. One more generating no. People like say Buida mono why na there. Now what create solar here or no use for the operations near that day. And yes, what create solar here or ton. Ediaman Crawford. If you say that, then under the JDM, we came up with a policy to encourage households to build their own solar systems. And as they build, so they time energy to sell it back into the friends, to take it back into the grid. We did that. So that is a more sensible policy.
Okay.
A more sensible policy. So, and distribution working. Distribution is what created the problem of generation in the first demand, in the first place.
Your time in a court. So, yeah, your time in a court. Courage. Young state of the for 1 minute.
And generator power way, and a way, and a solar way, and a solar way. Ghanaians don't have power. There is too so. They need power. Period. More power, no more using. The welders go to work, they don't have power. Simpers go to work, they don't have power. The mechanics go to work, they don't have power to work. The Ibaba now what kind of wasem Okojuma Onijuma ye. Factories are collapsing. Just last week, cocoa processing company back a free zone. What collapsing? 2,500 people have been laid off. No power.
It's all right. My young twas and I am going
Mama, I'm about to win.
Stanley Ata Akusoi. My condolences to Kabina will be okay. Frank Akotobamfu Osenana, it's my wife who won your first Trinity. We don't have anything in the house to eat because I lost my job. Thank you and good job for Mother Ghana. But also be to be star 413 hash. Now choose option 2.
You see the digidum
and now Kazu, please.
They didn't do it.
But I say, how can you share what you don't have? Okay. Nashur Muhammad, also good caution, bro. It's a good question, my brother. Good question, good cause. Okay. Ebenezer Benedict, good afternoon, Accra FM. Okay, I'm so a foreign country. Elizabeth Fojo, say good morning, Ghana. All right. And you know, my young Ramu state of the. But the first one is I say.
One more beyond another man back up and I'm
to fair, no.
Yes, Nana sent in a was.
But I'm pessimistic. Messiah started when also into my memory time. Not
my name in you now. The other 1 minute. Men pay at that's in the men pay and we be at
for 1 minute. Nana
and Penny Fossa or the one who done yera a bimo. Entino say Omujina ha. Baba for you better off than they were in 2016. And no munya power every year, Juma. Nana, at the end of the day, me bra penny kwame or see or casano. Yes, say average consumption and I'm whom say NDC for me pro or moon pegana for ye. And then I'm to TV when we fear a yomoya. na nanti saa time ani yɛ nyinaa yɛ bɔ TV yɛ TV baako ɛwɔ fie na yɛ wɔ TV baako fie na saa na yɛ ɔmo dɛ na ade baako na ɛha dwom mo sɛ na yɛ TV baako fie no aboro sama na ɔmo sɛ ɛnama na ɔmo pɛ maa no ubo sa na ɔmo hwɛ TV na ɔmo miamia nufu nkata ade na ndisi fo de ja ɛnanya miadom yɛ nye TV wɔ yɛ fie obi atu tane da me TV saa na yɛ ɔmo ya
wa kasa yɛ yo what's the average consumption across
every consumption see anya TV wɔ yɛ fie na obi abetumi anya fridge wa ne da ma nya nsu ano no saa yɛ ndisi fo ya when yɛ san kɔ famre
national issue
Eti
Eba bring obi mi obi nufu na ye den ho
nana survey ayeye no
we nufu survey
na ye hu say enkrofo nya TV wo mo dem no amasa problem
we enkrofo dem go say
ye ka national issue e liberation enkrofo ejuma
mo me use time no where
mo ma yen kanu ani brim ma yen fa dia
mo me use your time no 9
fa asem we
me obi a 10 ebe 45 okay so 10
men shasi ana
ana
ba shasi
o shasi so na ba ntu de shasi
ono shasi abobe mia no nti wo shasi
okay
na waba na carriage so aba but o kan ya na hwe time 10 minutes
o mam 10 minutes enye ye me na me shasi shasi me na me bie nsem na ni
10 minutes
ma me ni kan summarize asema president
o fa no 9:15 we be 25
ma me ni kan summarize nsem a president kan na afi ye mfanko de kan no ma pedi na kasa ye o say real GDP growth for the first 3 quarters of 2023 at 2.8%. And a targeted growth, which comes more or less, they exceeded their own target of 1.45%. Inflation, which peaked at 55.1%, has come down to 23.5%. CD is largely stable since February of 2023. Now depreciation is only 9% per year. Then he said that the gross international reserve is 5.9 billion, enough to provide 2.7 months of import cover. This is his way of painting a very glorious picture of the economy. As I say, so do tentini to motia. Now petting team behind. What you say, Ubube. Say, Ufa will height now so dear motia near. Intermission may matra motiana. Yes, I won't serious as I will be behind. Let's take the issues that he raised one after the other. And there are so many places I could pick my source of data from. I decided to pick from the government. If you look at page 167 of the 2024 budget, Appendix 1C, let's look at first point he raised, GDP growth, 2.8 exceeded. Under JDM in 2016, we had a major issue in the oil sector. If you remember, there was an issue with the FPSO and Nkrumah. There was a bearing that got damaged. And you know, the oil sector registered a negative growth of 15.6%. However, even under that crisis, we managed a growth of 3.3%. Under that crisis,
GDP growth.
Yes. We handed over from 2016 to 2017 2 additional oil fields, the 10 and the Sankofa. And as a result of that, in 2017, the oil sector grew by 80.3%. And GDP grew by 8.3% in 2017 as a result of the investment.
One document now can contain so that others can verify.
2024 budget.
Okay.
Go to page 167.
Okay. No, I just
for
the send you be.
Can for that
Okay, let's go.
So ni mechen. Na enne if you are saying say you have made 2.8%, I will say more in some amount. Even under crisis, we managed 3.3. We set the foundation for 2017 8.3% growth with an oil sector growth of 80%, which you invested nothing, you inherited. So that goes down with the GDP. Let's talk about inflation. More reckless printing of 45 billion Ghana cedis. That led to hyperinflation in 2022 of 55.1%. More reckless. If you want to benchmark against your performance now, don't benchmark against your abysmal performance in 2022. Let's go back. In terms of inflation, we left inflation at a friend say 15%.
15.4.
15.4%. You took inflation as high as to 51, and this is coming from the president too. I'm glad he is the one saying this. So, and today you have brought it to 23.5%. What's your more? And some amount.
That's what my idea.
Why are they saying? What was say idea? Na say bia when you F. What say? You say no. I'm say F9 and no more E8 ana.
E7.
E7.
I'm a refugee.
There be E8.
E8.
Now they are by E8. That's why are there. Still our na credit too. Still our fail. You have failed with a smaller failure than the bigger one that you created, based on one Kasao printing $45 billion a year. That is what created the problem, which they accepted. In fact, Dr. Baumia Bank of Ghana, Baso, so I'm printing 45, for them at that time. They accepted. Remember, the 2022 figures were not in any friends saying they didn't dispute that one. Okay, so that is that with the inflation. The CD. In fact, I keep saying, say, in the case of the CD, in fact, if I should dwell more on inflation now, food inflation alone is 27%. Food inflation currently is 27%. Adia cry am I reckon say, what can I when him say Russia, Ukraine, I see if say Ghana Hankwana Kai. If you look at all the neighboring countries around us, their figures are fantastic now. Time I register 51, why no money in single digit inflation. This is the countries around us. So and this is where we have got into under this government. The CD, I keep saying, say COVID no crown never CD. Do you remember saying in 2019 the CD depreciated by 19%? If you remember, I'm sorry, 14%. A little more than 14%. It was the COVID that shut international trade. And there was no need to for China, the demand on the CD came down. When the world economy started expanding, and CD is mutilized level because of bad economic policies that they had put in place. So now, so if you look at, for example, that's also the true state of the economy. That's also say you are a true leader. Bankruptcy state of hopelessness corruption you are not speaking the truth, because we are in a state of total hopelessness. Say no Ghana for a dear say acquire hope kakra ama on say kokromuti ebe adwuma come December 7th. Na sakoba senka your first year of abanwe and Kenya some ketwa, because at least that tells you that within this year, there's everybody has an opportunity to change what is happening. Say, what's a champion time no? A champion sika no kasi yentua. Okay. A champion dey yentua di kan ba yo. Wasi yentua. Ya de kan so yenya den. Yentua. Aba we dey omo kan yentua. Omo dey na yentimi ntua. You are not servicing your foreign debt, and you are touting a CD depreciation of 9%. Assuming if you had to change dollars and service the debt that you have, we would have exceeded 20 CDs to Kabana and I'm 25-30 ho baby. But you are not servicing it. And how long can you keep doing that? As an individual, you can claim bankruptcy to an extent. You understand what I'm trying to say? And you know, just who shimwa. Not just the state of the current state of the Ghana no, is a state of hopelessness, is a state of corruption, is a state of incompetence, a competently managed economy with which you can put a label on it and say made in Africa by Akufo-Addo and his people.
What time was about 2 minutes?
And you know, when you go to
me,
the people,
2 minutes.
See, when you go to the people on the street. I was watching a video yesterday. As I said, they are train. As you are crying, you be and now Obi cry Busano a free SHS. I said me. I do kind say, or the Mbako school free SHS. Watobu Sunkwa yako 20 million. And no my man not toy enquano. Eh, 20 million 2,000. Wow, good. And no my man not to try enquire a bro 100 million. You see, there 10,000. And no more to toy or the Omo Conquao. So only Mecheno. Eh, abro 100 million. Aquabako, essay. Yet in the back of day school, our central region. Tell you. Emma, say no. Or so oko hand down was central region. And the man abano. Then the banner day, Etimiko school. This is the true state of the nation. Ghana ha a man for a prayer. Tatting your Betty, ya tatting some I say home cry ye. Now Okujina baby. A painty afa wow worst performance. A performance. Eddie I compare with current extremely bad performance, like I said. Yamoensem and bound because while the inflation core 55 it says so about 23. So on the and I think that the mandate that was given to the president to give the state of the nation under Article 67 of the Constitution, to be honest with you, it has not been fulfilled by Akufo-Addo. He has rather come to behave like my brother sitting here. Assembly not trader no they afa wale na wale so energy we dey can wale assembly no and so na assembly that trader so me
university OCSS na akwa no yes we sua how to label a fish okoye
na fish ama
okoye na fish ama
ojo so
river no ana you see who describe river then but river so sua ana start here a river host a fish therefore
yes
and not drop fish label fish here bibia
no man no cry dey me nia bebre o dey ho. Let me even look at some of these indicators coming from them. Just 1 second. Look at the manufacturing sector. You remember them saying 1D, 1F. Say, Ubusabaka said it has been a successful program.
State of Nation said 170,000 jobs.
Well, to page 167 of their own budget. Or say manufacturing. Manufacturing. Growth in the manufacturing sector is 2.5%, and at JDM it was 7.9 in 2016. So on the if you look at construction, also my rose chain, growth on my document, growth in construction is negative 5%. 2016 and at JDM was 8.4%. These are figures that they themselves put out.
All right.
So on the
my fancy na. I mean, Udo DS main courage one me ka musa ubetimi atrawatwene on Facebook nana Kofi mahu message as a good submission from you Mr. Griffith Odia no Kojo future G just master who be this man about liar version Kabu Odia no so about liar version George Bartels fee say my condolence to Kwabena Henry Welford. As for power issues, it's a major issue. Though what area is the most terrible? Kumasi for brebre. The patrol would see me that's a doom lights our home bra Facebook 100.5. Na main kind to the cafe. Not also no. But me cheska *413# *413#. Accra FM pese enema ko yema unti fa phone na dial *413#. Choose option 2. Skaba begu phone so sesia. All right, mama ko courage.
Courage in you.
Kafu yo.
Manen kwai.
Da bin beso ko.
Nana me da se bebre. Me de man me fama no afri bebia me ame ne apani kwa me kan nsem. O say a state of hopelessness. President Ankanwa.
So do we see 41?
Don't worry, maybe be 50 kura anya de. In the state of hopelessness. Omo ka say yo mo nhwe o machi. Ade ba kwa ya na ha adwen no. Because if we have a state of hopelessness, it was when power was bequeathed to us. State of hopelessness is in 2014 when Mayor Correa was killing people like fowls. State of hopelessness, but as Ghanaians we still survived. Incompetency is their trademark. They want to shift goalposts. I'm surprised. Nana Ose bankruptcy. I wonder where he's choosing his words from. Now you know when it comes to SHS here and Okan Wasemia. Now me free SHS and they discredited SHS several times in so this is an opposition that has not lived to its responsibility and has still remained incompetent whilst they are even in opposition. All in the aspect that Nana, you see, I want to ask NDC under John Mahama policy bang and I want to me about say a game changing policy. I Ghana for be to me a pinpoint. Omu will be a edu college so kasa on kama Ghana for Nana, even if we don't know, under Nana Kufuado, we can tout ourselves with this free SHS and then Nana mutu. And now catch them say obi ko free SHS. Wakoto toniema 10,000. Nana na wo sika. Now be ko chobox and then ba ko buy plastic. No one got to toniema filimu mana so bankonkodia. Do you use that to blame free SHS? How do they get their statistics from? Somebody will also go with the wooden chobox and still take care of the banana and the banana very comfortable at school, and you will not spend even up to 1,000 Ghana cedis. And then you stand here and tell me, say, we was a car, what Tony Megu Kechi, now would the SCL condition you buy school no. Nana, you are spending 10,000 and yet the cost of free SHS. It is better to go to school than to become illiterate as NDC wanted us to be. That has been their trademark. Let's allow all of them to be illiterate so that when you put something in the paper they can't read, we can only lie to them, say, that's it. You decide to say you better educate Ghana for, ama Ghana for at your muase etumia kenkai, so that Ghanaians can be descending enough when it comes to abatuo. Enti sene oba enya entumi kwa Achimota under NDC. Achimota going to Achimota was haram. Going to Wesley Girls was haram. Going to Bocho was haram. Nana ene, if your child can get access to these places, and then you fend for them for accommodation, you complain. Once you go to the schools, there are a lot of inclusions into this school. And then school bang in America say obako ya or ye dia unya problem. Most of them, even though we admit there are challenges, we know that we have added a lot of infrastructure. Now I may pick him up the way we educational. There is a lot we have added onto educational. There is a new university that is being built. Akumadan. Nana, when you come to the secondary schools, we have added on. Nana, we want education.
University in the same way.
There be
if not delivered,
Nana may say
so what if not delivered? It's not an achievement.
It's ongoing.
So the structures are say who say agenda 111. I may not have challenge, but deliver it. Then I know say you have delivered it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Nana nyabotre o di asemaba.
Now oyire
fefro. Now we nyabosome nso abeka say wa fefro nso won't deliver. Yes, but then you are lecturing it to deliver.
But also uti me no when you miscarriage facha me nka we out. But they be anakwada no be miscarriage.
Eso abofro betumi ya miscarriage. That is how we
no the fact.
So we show ba ni betumi ya miscarriage. That is NDC's lifestyle.
Sebi panyifo nim misrewa. The fact say obinyim interest obewo.
Nana, it depends on the.
Like, I want you to understand that. But only part when you know what I'm saying. We know can say
100%.
We know can say in the past 8 years, University of Energy and Natural Resources, NDC has delivered it. Maybe we are now counting. University of Health and Allied Sciences, who and you has, NDC has delivered it. University of Environment, Mikrombo, Bunsu Kwanoso. Is delivered. So Okasa and for instance E-blocks, Okasa they have delivered it.
Nana
7 years.
Nana
no problem. It won't switch them in what deliver. What have you delivered?
No. It's from the budget.
Nana one somewhere confused. Your own compilation of somewhere. Why confused? I'm confused. Nana guess what you now vet you? What 2 foot travel Ghana for any?
And to imagine to bed. So what have you delivered? 2 foot travel Ghana.
Confused.
Don't mind him, no. Yes, Asante say. I can't do anything, man. And Kadaya Grassafo. And I'm so need you back into. I said to me to baby.
What's some mechanic?
I don't make a job because I don't know. What's the free time when I'm here?
Nana, you are talking of
university.
Nana, me pacho. Nana, one man me time with Semen Kasa. Why are you doing this to me? It's not fair. When Kwame was talking, so if you go to Akumadan, you're Akumadan, you know Ghana.
Okay, to us.
Nana, you are talking about University of Environment. Ewo the also many. And I said the Obusuno. Nana, Odi a soko bofomwa, no is university. Were they able to complete that university? Odi a soko bofomwa. Ebi na odi ye pokwasi yo. Wo ko pesi ka beto otro kan, wo se wa ye ko pokwasi interchange. You know jete di jom dem into ye fa. And then now you are talking about UHAS. Go and see the state of UHAS now. The additions we have added to UHAS. Who could see story building? Kasia Bakuna, the Sua, the Shanko for Suez University.
It's not true.
What is not true? Give me the state.
I am a former student leader.
Nana, give me the state of
you. A former student leader for NUCS. Be a former student leader for University Association.
Did you go to?
I taught with Vice Chancellor.
Nana, did you go to UHAS? Me, I was to.
Mr. Student leader. So
now to you NUCS. Now boss.
I told with Vice Chancellor Ghana. We told all the rectors.
No catch him say UHAS. The state of UHAS now and the state of UHAS then.
I may agree. I may agree. Say be
and their robotics award the Kwaji outside the country. Nana is awesome. Nana within the secondary sector in the TVET, it's free. Bra and TVET see. And Nana the boarding house account. This is the kind of infrastructure, not the blocks that they left as empty structures. And then we have to come and add Kwabenya. Go and look at the inclusions we have added to Kwabenya block. And go and look at the beauty there is.
Nana, go
and look at the other infrastructures we have added. Men, I'm saying, men,
when I'm free,
Nana, prove me wrong. Go and look at the structures we have added on.
Can you account?
Nana, and I'm saying, go and look at the structures.
But you cannot tell us the account.
I said, go. The
burden of proof is on the one that alleges.
Nana, we are sitting on radio.
So tell me, what did then account for?
I say go to Kwabenya
and
see the kind of block you left. Any infrastructure say the account. If it's the same, you left it as that empty structure. You see, Nana Yakasa, oh my yanka. When they are going wayward, you leave them to go wayward.
I don't leave them.
And then you don't want me to complete my thoughts. And when I finish, you tell me that I did not educate Ghanaians well.
I've added you 2 minutes.
2 minutes is not enough. When you have interjected me severally.
3 minutes.
Nana, you see, leave and come into the health sector. Nana, health sector. A new health sector. We've brought this drone system that is helping in medical deliveries. We brought the one constituency, one ambulance that is helping the medical delivery. Nana, John Evans Atamios professor. Nyamenfa ne krensie. He slept, he thought wise, he felt that SOMC University of Ghana Medical Hospital. Or yeah, baby could do baby no omo to me and see or the man way and I bet you chia why you're lucky we are seeing na e man ba beto so or buy no nana went to me and see Ojani Tontroa who re UGM na yo who as a yan here tia krasi akwachi we no nana dede na ko ba bia nana
aya obeka say I'm distorting you. I can't sit here for you to lie.
What is the lies?
No, but they complete University of Ghana Medical Center fully completed. And then to the man, Minister of Health. Minister of Health. Please don't do that, Kafui.
Nana, last week I had a fair time to deliver my thoughts.
Last week, not this week.
I had the first time because I am Usubai.
And your team last week.
I am Usubai.
No, but I can't allow you to lie.
You allow me to talk.
I can't allow you to lie.
What is lies?
You are lying.
Even NDC that lies, you allow them to flow.
I don't know about NDC, but you are lying.
You allow them to flow. What is the lies about
said they finished. So
was it complete? Bank hospital, was it completed? Empty control. Who come on? No, be at all the other side.
You played here.
Ase so we
maybe say maybe why you need here maybe come go sit and one sorry akọ
Omani the whole day grandpa oni bi aka
nana I'm telling Ghanaians the truth and those who know knows. Nana ye tire crasity ye crase no. So we were form na person ni ate onka. Baby agina open who abeti baby awo. That was the state of University of Ghana Hospital.
Okay.
Nana, so in the hospital sector, the largest investment in the hospital sector, that is the agenda 111. Men chire we chire na mechire baby mi ensa. Men fa won kwa chire baby a metumi a chire wo. Kwanyinam Enyinam is 90% complete.
90%.
Oh, Kwame.
90% complete.
Enyinam 90%. Who use e-touch. Enti ubetumi achiro ni easy. Dr. Baomi Adaromenti. Enti Nana 90% complete. Nana English government Zimbabwe says Zimbabwe for economy is 95% complete. That's what is painted. BBR is done. It's 95% complete. Good. Nana, the Eastern region, we are almost about 80% with the work that we have done at Eastern region. Nana, the biggest health infrastructure, it's ongoing within the health sector. We are very hopeful. Say Nana, ebedu safi be kona wienu bebre wo hon ma ye be kate sword e dia share the respective districts nsa ama Nana etumi operate.
Okay.
Nana me de man see no Nana anika semu a woman say come to the airport. The airport ba kwa make come means we be twamra no and so I have to stay. Ma me come asem ni. Nana eye we your friend is saying now kohwe Kumasi airport. Kohwe Temale airport. It was a container up and down structure. In an normal DSC normal person the airport. Now go and see all these places. The work and the additions. Sunyani was closed down. They have no shame. They can now fly to Sunyani. We have revamped Sunyani Airport. Sunyani Airport is working. Nana, this is the work we have done on the ground.
Thank you.
That is there for all to see.
Carefully, Amega, but I say. Maminti
went for 10. I say NPP for Omna communicators. Oma bo, Oma dream, and Oma contingency, and Oma see a dream say, Omoko air, it's going to be lies upon lies upon lies. Whole airport was completed, commissioned under JM before we left. That port was ready, was being used, and was going to be used for a particular purpose. So it's not true. It's a lie. No one can say that airport was completed. Kumasi Airport, phase 1, completed, excellent, before we left office. Tamale Airport, even Hajj, Omoko Hajj Crump, they were flying from Tamale straight to Mecca, was completed, done, before we left office. So the Okika hanging on again, throw on our track.
Me bemo Obeka say 3 against 1.
Yes, so I have to clarify that one. Number 2, in try me say me clear me say you has now can mini who has no mini on a share boundary. Mini you has any share boundary or whole. Not a single block. Not structural. Structural. Block, cement block have been added since GM left office.
Or you contemporary. We will call.
Okay, so hold on. And today na mercy was.
Nana, and I make a choice say the lies he's spilling now. He is a liar.
Let's go to the point.
He's a liar. Let me give it to Nana.
You as Musi.
I will give it to you, Nana. I'm quite sure the man to us. I'll give it to you, Nana.
Okay, then.
Now, what are you not asking us what we've done at last? The information is what I'm going to give to you.
Now, you didn't know.
What are you going to do? I don't know. I know the work that has been gone on.
What have you done?
No,
So mention it.
So allow me to give you the information.
So give me.
So hold on, let me bring you the information.
He's now going to manufacture something.
What man?
And lie to Ghanaians again.
I'm not going to manufacture anything. I'll show you proof. I'll show you proof.
Yes.
Can we? Ebenezer Benali say, please, Kafu Amega is trying to defend his salary. It's so sad.
Nana, so you say me, you
are not even on salary.
So you has it's not true. UHAS is the baby of His Excellency Professor Mills of blessed memory and JM. The 3 universities, UHAS is one of them. As I say, passing of the bill in Parliament and the infrastructure as a matter of fact, infrastructure now air cost a big crowd is hanging now. Road, big road. Now UHAS. Nothing is going on. So they've not added even a cement block back to UHAS since they came to power. It's a lie. It's not true. Look, the State of the Nation address. They have been talking about factories. President called Parliament or see factories 170 is functioning. I asked one question. So we see 170 factories a year, Juma. Why is your import keep going up? Why are you still taking a lot of forex to go and import things to the country? Your import should be going down. As a matter of fact, you should even be exporting because you've built so many factories. Why is unemployment so high if you've built as many as 170 factories? Why is unemployment going high?
But say unemployment there, we are doing a high. See, if we are saying
the factory should be able to fill that gap.
At least they said they've done 2.1 million.
If indeed you've built those factories and 2.1 million people that have been employed, then it should reflect in the statistics. It should reflect. Unemployment at the time you were leaving office, it was 8%, and then it's 14.7%, almost 15%. Look at the gap, almost double.
Now, I'm NDC, but no unemployment is there.
Well, man, check it. I'll check. I'm being very honest here, but I'm saying that even with 8%, what did we witness? We witnessed unemployment association of whatever normal created here. These were some of the wing of the NPP. Okay, and then. Unemployment have gotten to the point of 14.7%. What are they doing about it? So when you go to Parliament to go and give State of the Nation address now what can at least for the 8 months now what we need and our free office now what can come the amount for Ghana for. You see, you are coming to give the State of the Nation address. Country Ben edition at the time you took over. How was inflation, interest rate, okay, your import, your debt to GDP? These were the things you have to tell us. The country were in a shame at that time, and then it is say inflation, ASA, interest rate, ASA, import cover, ASA. That is what we expect you, but you don't come. Mismanage the economy, inflation skyrocketing, then now you come back and compare your own unprecedented bad record to your own record. You don't do that. Yeah, the idea shows at 15%. Now, what they acquire 54%. No, they are back to 23%. Then you say we should clap for you. For your poor performance, we should clap for you. That is wrong. You can't do that.
That's it. And also the kind of say Sebi.
And then
Abra NDC but not doom so
and then
he said Monsumo fix doom so namukasi. Monsuma face more and same more. So today no say 54 no they can be 23.1%.
History of doom so. Yeah, history of power generation. We just done that. So you should understand. Okay, you should understand that one. And then as we speak now, they have been talking about 100 and something factories. I have asked this question somewhere. Do you know that Atuabo power plant, Ghana Gas, can consume all the 170 factories now, Mr. Mrs. Atuabo alone will consume all of them. That is how visionary somebody can be in establishing one factory that will consume whatever you think you are doing. Okay? And then now, I don't know if you've taken your time to visit some of the Agenda 11 hospital in Moses. I visited one just Friday. We are. Bakuwo Uko Akosomwa Ekwaimisowa. I went there. Look, I can tell you on authority, University of Ghana Hospital will consume all the 1111 hospital in Moses. These are market shades. Uko Ejoma, Uko marketer, Omusisi shade. That is all these people are building and calling it Agenda 111. Go and see. It's so bad, so terrible.
You don't expect them to finish everything.
I know.
They have to start. Hospital and they say, respect from the whole community. I mean, almost the essential parts of
that. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that in this world that you want to see, a modern world that you want to see, you don't build those things and call it hospital.
Well, let me give you an example.
All over the places.
At Amels, Musi, and Mahama Musi, 100-bed facility, Atomic. Atomic Hormono, I'm friend Guy's hospital. Ashasiano, Omen Sin Cassia to send you. It's in the Agenda 111 in that vein.
I am happy you are giving this hospital at Kwabinya as an example. That is what you call a hospital. That hospital you see at Kwabinya, almost died to rooms for some time before they started operating it. Okay, the same thing they did to University of Ghana Hospital. No, almost died to work because they think onyamu no see quiet and COVID buy. But for these hospitals, all we built all over the country, what would have happened to this nation? But for these hospitals, now they are talking about they are building. Your friend is saying 4 universities. That's the president Kwaya Coleman in speech also. 4 universities. Where are the 4 universities? We went to Parliament with a bill, built 3 brand new universities, and they are there. The universities in structures. It's not true. Students were in school, lecturers were lecturing, some graduated during our time. The universities were all working. Now, you see, the president Akufo-Addo called Parliament for giving the State of the Nation address.
For 2 minutes, you remember?
I was very sad, to be honest with you. I think he went there to do just propaganda and campaign for Alhaji Bawumia, but not the true State of the Nation address not coming here. I expected to see or hear the president talk about some very important issues that are bothering the nation, because you are going to give the State of the Nation address. You must cover every aspect of what is happening in our economy, including the acute shortage of water. It's not new. People are not having water. No water. Everywhere. I was expecting the president to address such an issue. Corruption. And go to what? Listen to just Public Accounts Committee. Read the Auditor General report year in, year out. I expected the president who campaigned at the back of corruption, to the extent Oka said, I'll use the Anas principle. I am incorruptible. I am that. I am that. I expected him to dwell in how he has been able to solve the corruption problem or what he's doing at the corruption front. Nothing like that was. Unemployment, teach you, and hear me. Because we get digitization. Now the then people don't have work to do. How are they going to buy the data? No crampo. When is covered to get on data? What to mean to data? We see hospital no ye. Then the panel need to my hospital. What's the hospital? So there were several issues like the Akosombo spillage of water na buy. You should have given us a state of what they have done or what they are doing now.
Meche 1 minute in the Friday and April. Friday and April.
Mimi apenyi na we ya odidi agros what mami we
na so no ade ade ni nyina ayi kasa 10 minutes
blast we dey for 1 minute break na
anyway me 1 minute no me dey beka LGBTQ so I am happy. It was one of the greatest day in my life when I heard that the bill has been passed, and now it's going to the presidency for him to assent to it. Your Bob Pye said the president should sign it as quick as possible. The alacrity of this signing e-levy bill on for the same alacrity and sign the LGBTQ bill. I am so happy and I commend the parliamentarians for what they have done.
Where are they going?
So you have students time saying an
I guess we should say an
okay. You see, project
where they are children, the student time now you have said that here.
Time story buildings not to say.
No, I tell you
campus.
Send your baby.
You go to the main campus of
yeah. I've been to all of them to say it has improved.
The pastor
for improve.
No, tell us project why you. You say who the picture be able to
picture say kwahwe o tell us challenge me. I want say me person me on really when come like so that a tearful be me the truth that sits in it and the wisdom the truth that sits in it the life.
1 minute.
No 1 minute I may fan say. Mommy yan can crunch the Ghana for because the evidence is on the ground. When you go to UHAS now, you can see the additions. Nobody.
All these things were done under Professor Mills and John Mahama.
No,
yes, I'm telling you. You Google it. Google it and find out. These things were done under John Mahama.
You see, when you lie and you are caught,
this is our green book. Green book. I'll prove to you.
This is evidence.
You see, I want green book.
A minute in battle. Me pacho, you has never a minute. But I've been there.
I've been there. Me, I live there. You are telling me.
I live there. I went there. There have been an improvement.
This is in the green.
There have been an improvement.
Start from before, mommy.
But for 1 minute, you see.
That's true.
It is story buildings. Also. No, sure. I've been there, so I know.
Nana, you have a person at you for 10 years.
Okay, honorable.
Kwame, yes, so when you say best because you answer.
Yes, if you inside, the only seminary the only better had. I'm telling you, I say, a card only in Tamanquanka, Diane Brother. Thank you, because of the issues that we have put forward.
Will be my man so 1 week, you know. And a course away, Asante Mampo. 12 p.m. na 12 p.m. na umbetinasi no sia no matu apo. Your man is shedding. Your man is shedding. So any man.
You see, Kwame, when it comes to
who's that
shedding? And I see a man will be able
10 seconds.
Kwame. I will challenge on your issue any day, any time to go to your house. We will go any day, any time.
Kwame, when we talk